Ladies and gentlemen, I present the new and improved 1991 Jeep Wrangler. Had a chance to work out those details that I was talking about in the last video. Got the mirrors installed, so now it's legal to drive. Installed the bikini top that came with this when I bought it. It's the old school kind with the straps in the back. Yeah, I guess it's okay. It's kind of an older top, showing a little bit of wear, but I guess I'll use it, for as long as I can. So I'm very happy with the way this thing turned out. Got these top rails painted. Had a chance to clean it up. Some of you may also notice that I repainted the roll bar padding. It used to be light gray, and now it's black to match the seats, and I like it a lot better. That light gray just stood out too much. Now I'll walk around this thing. I'll go over the things I've done to it. Now, as far as exact pricing for the things I'm going to mention, you'll have to refer to one of my prior videos for the exact details. I'm not prepared with prices at this time, but you can easily refer to one of my last videos when I talk about the cost, the overall cost of this thing. So just as the basics, it has a 4-inch lift. The brand of the lift is actually unknown. It was on it when I got it. However, we did add new ProComp shocks, ProComp wheels and tires, and the tires are the Extreme MT2. I got those mounted, balanced, and delivered to my door. I want to say they were around $1,200 for a set of 5, which I thought was a pretty good deal at the time. Including shipping, all I had to do was just put them on. But I'm very happy with the ride quality and the traction in the desert. I mean, these tires are virtually still brand new. They probably don't even have 500 miles on them. So my LED headlights, Truck Light is the brand, and I just put the little red stripe on there. I don't know if I'll leave that, but just a little bit of an accent. See my painted diff cover, just the factory cover with the Jeep's name on it, Grace. Just has, I think this is 12-inch. I don't quite remember the size of that. Just a cheap eBay LED light. Actually works pretty well, so no complaints there. I think it was less than 50 bucks. See my Poison Spider hood vent that we installed. Again, all this stuff, there's probably a specific video installing all the stuff I'm mentioning, so you can go through the playlist and find it. Got the red stickers, the red decals that I got on eBay, versus it had silver, if I'm not mistaken. As far as the inside goes, you can see these seats. Again, there's a separate video for these. These were out of a early model Porsche 944. You can actually see, maybe you can, they say Porsche on them, which is pretty cool, I guess. And these were painted, they started out life black, but they were really faded and they were just dirty and had paint splashed all over them. The rear seat is the original Jeep seat, and that was light gray, painted black to match. Have a sound bar out of a TJ, a newer TJ Wrangler. I got that thing used. I don't remember, it was like 40 bucks, maybe 60, I don't remember, but it came with the speakers, and it's pretty much a direct install for this. I mean, you can't go wrong. So highly recommend finding one of those used and install it. Inexpensive Kenwood CD player, actually not a CD player, no optical disc in there, just Bluetooth, and that is pretty much all you need these days. So currently for the mileage, we are sitting at 165,219 miles. There's the bikini top that again came with it. Here's the underside. Same thing, painted the factory diff cover red. The exhaust needs a little bit of attention. This rear hanger, the weld broke off, so it's kind of just flopping around. I need to get that fixed. Hopefully this weekend, get that taken care of. Got these side steps that I got used. I think I paid 40 bucks for them. They were chrome, but sanded them, painted them black, put some of this grip tape on there. Very happy with those. This originally had, as you can again see in some of my older videos, had the original factory side steps, the integrated side step. I didn't like that. It was pretty much useless as far as a step goes. It was just too high and too small, so I took those off, threw them away, got this diamond plate, put it over the holes, painted the diamond plate black. Same with the matching diamond plate on top of the fenders here. The fenders had some small dents in there, so I guess from people standing on them over the years. So that took care of it. Also, this diamond plate was on the Jeep when I got it. I don't know where you could get something like this. I know a lot of people have asked me in the past. I'm not really sure. Like I said, it came on there. I was able to do all those paint touch-ups I was talking about. Just cleaned this thing, vacuumed it out. Did end up cleaning up a lot of the wires that were hanging, a lot of stereo wires, speaker wires, power wires, stuff like that. This looks a lot better. Oh, I do have a pretty low-end Cobra CB radio installed, permanently installed, and the antenna, which I don't have, it's in the back seat right there on the floor. The antenna just snaps in right there. Of course, this doesn't fit in the garage with that. It's got the Tough Stuff brand rear bumper tire carrier, which is pretty much a must. There's no way you're going to fit a 33 on the factory tailgate. It would be just too big and far too heavy. So, no problems with that so far. My license plate relocation bracket with an LED light, definitely a must, because as you can see, there was no way you would be able to flip down that license plate to get to the gas. I don't remember the cost of that, but again, it's in a video, so you can refer back to that. Well, I got my aftermarket steering wheel, very old school, much smaller than the factory one. Again, a video exists for this. I want to say this is a Grant wheel, and it came with the Jeep horn button, which I found that this horn button didn't actually work. I wired it up. I don't know, maybe I did something wrong, so I ended up just rewiring the horns to a separate button over here on the side. It's got those Cadillac horns that are shown in another video. You can see this has the this was the 1991 was the last year for the sport roll bar before they went to the family style that went around. So this Jeep is definitely old school. I think maybe if I could ever find a family style roll bar, I would buy it used. I seem to see them floating around for not a lot of money, and I would install it. I think it mounts to the same exact mounting holes, so just a little more added safety, and then you get rear shoulder belts. So I'll go and show the engine. Okay, starting off with my new aluminum radiator that was installed in another video. This Jeep, I took it to the desert, had an overheating problem. So replaced the radiator, the fan clutch, the water pump, and the thermostat, and it solved the overheating problem. This thing runs nice and cool now, which is great. When I got this Jeep, it did not have the factory jack, and it's pretty useless with this, but I ended up buying it used just so I could, you know, put it there and fill the space. As you can see, this is the 2.5 liter, and no real complaints as far as power. It's not a powerhouse, but it definitely gets the job done. To my knowledge, this thing has not been re-geared, so acceleration isn't, it's acceptable. I mean, it's not my GTR, that's for sure. Not even the Honda. But some of you may remember last winter, I think it was, the heater core went out in this thing. So I bypassed the heater core, and actually haven't felt the need to replace it. I mean, because of where I live, you know, Southern California, it's not like it gets super cold here. So fortunately, I just don't have to drive this thing on cold days. I work at home anyway, so it's not like I'm out every single day driving around on my way to work. A lot of you have asked about this center console. This is a homemade console. It came on the Jeep when I got it. It's definitely homemade. I rebuilt it. It was all falling apart, so I took it all apart, replaced the stuffing inside, and I don't have a key to this thing, which is no big deal. I mean, I could always replace that lock if I wanted to, but I mean, this thing is pretty flimsy, so you're gonna be able to get into it anyway. Did install the HomeLink module, as you can see right there. It's wired in, and I got that on eBay for about 20 bucks. One of the best things you could ever do. You could do that to any car. Pick up a HomeLink module, wire it in, power and ground. It's all self-contained, and I love it. It's hot only when the key is on, so if this thing happens to be sitting outside, somebody can't come along and just, you know, press the button and get into my garage. Have to have the key to do that. So did that in my F-150, and I have an install video for that. That was several years ago, but you can look back and you can see it. Again, these mirrors, Olympic is a brand, I think. They're okay. They shake and vibrate a lot, but you know, what are you gonna do? Even just a little teeny amount of vibration, you're gonna see it. But these were the only ones that mounted directly into the hinge opening without having to take off these awful 20-something year old Torx screws. I mean, those things would never come off at this point. You can see underneath, of course, no rust. This is a Southern California Jeep, so a little bit of oil, a little bit of grime down there. The transfer case output shaft seal was leaking for probably many years. That has since been replaced. So one of these days I'll get down there with some degreaser and clean it up. But for now, I mean, you don't really see it, so not that big of a deal. Does have a Viper alarm that I installed, and no air conditioning, of course. Trying to think what else. I did end up repainting most of this trim that you see here. I did replace this plastic part when I got it. it had been cut for a previous stereo, so I just wanted a nice clean fresh start. So this piece was, I think, kind of expensive for what it was. I don't remember, but I know there's a video for that. Got the LED taillights, very happy with those. Another video you'll find for those being installed. I know I'm probably missing a lot of stuff, but feel free to ask me any questions if you think of it. I'll just go ahead and do one more slow walk around. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.
Oh, come on, damn it! Oh, that sounds good.